products that you have generated, our colleague Asha, she will be in position to put them in the archives. We would love to recognize all of you who are doing tremendous work of sensitizing, empowering our communities. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do start preparing those products, the content that you so that you see how you read out. I've seen some of the articles from that view, but we would love to have as many who's, like I said earlier, even if you're at a function and you happen to empower the public, you can record that short video and send it in, showing which community you are in, what was the occasion, and what, in case you have any response from them, please do send in all that information. That information enables us to see how in-depth the message goes. So once again, you are most welcome. At this point in time, I would like to hand you over to my colleague, Mr. Bernard Bwambale, who will be leading us through today's session. We also expect our colleague from UCC, Mr. Ibrahim Bosa. He will be coming in also to give us insights how UCC would love us as a country to have a safer internet with all these digitalizations that we have in here. It is very key that digitalization is safe for all of us. Like you might have seen the circular from Bank of Uganda, starting next year, a number of amounts of money that are going to be reduced so that most of us, we do more of internet banking or digital finance. So whatever we are doing here today is not short term, but it is long term. Most of you have got a lots of experiences where digital financing, digital health, digital agriculture, AI is doing many other things. Even those that you who didn't know, some of the companies now use AI even to detect fraudsters. So that is how beautiful different things are and very key to safeguarding us in society. So my colleague Bernard, the floor is yours. You can give us a recap. We already have our facilitator in-house. You are most welcome. Once again, good afternoon. Bernard, please.
Yes, KHR. Just to be sure that you're hearing me well. I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. I think.
Yes, we can hear you. You'll need to tune in. Take a sip of water, and you energize your voice a little.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay. Thank you, Henry. Colleagues, I want to welcome you again for this episode. I think it's very critical that I keep receiving your feedback about how you are progressing with the sessions. Great to hear from the Fort Portal team. They keep on sharing. I hope also other teams could be sharing with Asha, but I've not received their feedback yet. But I'm honored to learn that many of us are actually enjoying the sessions, but also we are picking something, one or two for ourselves, but also for the communities that we serve out there. Great to have you all again for this afternoon session. Of course, coming to the end of the week, as we had agreed, we had wanted to have 3 sessions in the week, one on Monday, on Wednesday, and today. And we're really honored by your participation. Today, we're going to build on what we had last time. And of course, we're going to close the sessions on AI. And for today, we're going to basically think about or go through ethical use of AI, the ethical use of AI. How best can we use AI in an ethical manner, but also ensuring that as media personnel, when you are using the AI, we make sure that you don't sacrifice your professionalism, you're not sacrificing your soul as a journalist. And that is what we are going to be looking at this afternoon. And Dr. Peter Byamukisha is already in the house with a lot of, again, sharing that is going to give us. I can see that now we are half of the number that we are supposed to be on this call. And I'm going to invite Dr. Peter Byamukisha to take us through today's session. He could recap or give us his presentation of the day. Later on, we shall be joined by a colleague from UCC, Mr. Ibrahim Bossa, who is the head of public and international relations at UCC, but also who is in charge of these series that we are running. We shall be honored that you prepare questions that you would want UCC to respond to you as the media personnel in regards to AI and the progress of the AI technologies here and there. So keep your questions for him. As soon as he joins the call, I will alert us, and then we shall let him speak to us, preferably after the presentation of Dr. Peter Byamukisha. And then secondly, if at all you still have any questions on the series that we've had during the course of the week, please note them down so that as Dr. Peter gives us the presentation, go to ask him a number of other questions that may be from radio or those experiences that you've gotten during the course of the week. We can be able to present them to him, and he can be able to respond to all those artificial intelligence, so that we wind up these sessions or these series information that you may need. We shall be at the end of the session share with you all the materials. If Asha has not yet shared with you, we can be able to share you all the materials this Monday, Wednesday, and today. With those remarks, I want to welcome you, and I request you to feel comfortable wherever you are, and join coming Dr. Byamukisha to share with us the day. Dr. and over to you. Dr. Peter? I'm not sure if he can share, then he has the rights to speak, but we are not yet hearing you, sir. Dr. Peter, are you there? We can see the slides moving, but I'm not able to hear you. Henry, are you able to hear Doctor? Maybe it could be my side. Mr. Chimera, are you able to hear Dr. Peter? Oh. Okay, let me just a minute so that we find out what is happening. I think his internet seems not clear. Let me just check up with him in a minute. Meanwhile, you can be sharing with us, in any case, any experiences you've gotten since the sessions in the chat. We can be able to to learn from your experiences of the week as Dr. Peter comes on again. I've seen him go off so that he can rejoin. He's able to hear us, but we're not able to hear him. So, okay, let me get back to him shortly. Okay, just give me a second so that I reach out to him.
Can I be heard now? Because I've tried to
yes.
set my...
Yes.
Allowed and
Welcome,
clear,
Peter.
Doctor.
Okay, thank you so much.
Dr. Peter, please proceed.
So today we are going to talk about something very, very interesting and very, very crucial for all of us. We are talking about the ethical... Can you hear me now? I hope I'm now audible.
Yes, you are, please.
Fantastic. Let me go right away. Now, today we are going to look at the ethical use of AI in details. We've been talking about it since Monday, but today we want to look at it. And because today we have a special guest, we are not going to use the usual time we have been using. We're going to try to wrap it up as quickly as possible, such that our guest will have enough time to be interrogated. Otherwise, let's go straight ahead. The ethical use of AI, truth, privacy, judgment for you who are journalists and media personnel. Okay, so today we are going to look at things that are important, like AI and data privacy. Okay, things like AI myths and facts, the do's and the don'ts, the dangers and opportunities that surround AI for journalists. We're also going to look at the thing of altering people's information using AI. Okay, that's a critical point we're going to be looking at. Then we shall look at the essential AI tools every journalist must know. As a journalist or a media personnel, there are some tools that should be at the helm of your work. Okay, so like I said, today we are going to try to use as little time possible to allow our guests to have enough time to speak to us. So, ethics of AI. So, one is trust is the asset. Okay, so audiences, they don't forgive easily, as all of you know. Okay, once you deceive them, audiences will make sure you lose your credibility for good. Okay, there is a blogger I talked about last time who said something which was untrue. I think all of you remember the blogger. He's called, I think, Lumbuye. Okay, I remember he was one of the most prominent vloggers that time. But there is a day he predicted and even swore that the information he had was true. And when everyone realized that it wasn't, he lost credibility over what he said. So the trust that you have with your people is a very, very important asset. So one careless AI mistake can cause you to lose your credibility. One just like this. Okay? We've seen journalists who have forgotten to read through their AI generated work, and AI left in something very, very crucial. And whoever read it and even it was published would go like, sincerely, oh my God. Okay. And that person loses the trust and the credibility. Okay. So another thing that is important for you as media and journalists is to know that AI hurts real people. Okay. It can harm. Okay. So the data and images that you handle belong to real people. The stories that you're writing about belong to real people and can cause real damage. We talked about people who wrote in Kenya sometime back on X, and they were someone wrote on X that the president had died. Okay, and it was starting some form of chaos online because the media channel they used was trusted. So you have to know that your posts, your publications can really cause real harm. That's why I'm saying it's very important that we look at how to ethically use AI in our job. Another thing is the law is catching up. The law is coming. We now have Data Protection and Computer Misuse Act. Okay. Important. Okay. The Data Protection and Computer Misuse Act. I hope you can still hear me. These are very, very important. Why? The government has taken notice, okay, or interest in how people are breaking the law in the name of media freedom, okay? So in the name of media freedom, there are people who are using that to break the law. And some are breaking this law in ignorance because they don't know that certain laws have been set aside. And so the law will come, it will come for you, okay? So let's look at the first part, which is AI and data privacy, okay? What happens to this data that you feed into AI? And what happens to the people in those stories, okay? Number one, have it at the back of your mind that the prompts you have or the prompts that you enter into these AI tools, okay? Many of these tools or keep these prompts to help train their AI models on how to become better at answering prompts. So don't think that the information that you've put there or you've typed there is going to just mysteriously disappear. Most of these tools are actually recording, keeping a record of these they're keeping a record of these prompts, okay? Secondly, okay, when you paste in a source's name, mobile phone number, or a confidential file in these AI tools, okay? For example, someone has given you a confidential story and you want to make it better, or you've been working on it, and you just grab it, upload it in one of these tools we are using with all that information, which is very confidential. This information is going to remain with these tools. And they're going to use some of these tools, use it to retrain, okay? That's why some AI tools are more detailed and more specific than others. Mr. Chimera Henry is a fan of DeepSeek AI. I hope you don't mind me sharing that. And one of the reasons he likes DeepSeek is because of its ability to have certain information about Uganda and about particularly some of the things which we do not find in other AI tools. Now, so what does it mean? DeepSeek has explicitly trained on Ugandan information, that some of this information is that is not public. So that's why it's able to give you those detailed things and you're like, how did it even know about this and that? So all those confidential informations you're using, you are feeding these AI tools because for them, they want them to be as knowledgeable as possible. They want them to know, how do you draft a military letter in Uganda? So you draft a military letter, they will know the format. Okay, it's supposed to be confidential. Okay, there's a big problem. They'll get some inside information about your company because the employees are uploading that information. It doesn't go away. Then a document and a recording or a photo you upload is being retained on someone else's server. It is remaining on those tools. Okay, so if you are just uploading people's documents without their consent, then you are surely using AI in a very unethical way. You are exposing them to servers that they did not ask with. Why do you think that China is having a war with America about TikTok? China owns TikTok. Okay, they realize that the Chinese government is collecting a lot of intelligence and trying to understand the American society through TikTok, because there are a lot of Americans who are using TikTok. A lot of them. So to understand and infiltrate the society, America has even tried to ban TikTok from there. It's issues of data privacy. That's all. Okay, because these people are gaining enough intel about the American population. Now, free can be or can mean that you are the product. Now, some of you will ask yourself, how come that these people can allow us to use our AI tools for free? Okay, some of them, they're allowing you to use it for free because you are actually the product. Because for some of these tools, when you are using them, they make you to sign an agreement at the beginning, and most of you don't read those agreements. Okay, but in those agreements, you say, when I'm using this tool and I'm not on a subscription, I'm allowing the company to collect whatever uploads, whatever prompts I put, and my responses, and the AI can use that to train itself to become smarter and smarter. Okay, so what does that mean? Also, in some companies, even the AI will be that information will be used to advertise back to you. It will be sold to other companies. For example, like on TikTok, they have complicated AI algorithms. Okay, because if they see that your interest is in sports, you love sports, then you find that they will always be bringing you adverts of sports betting. It's not a coincidence. It's called targeted advertising. So for you are using TikTok for free. But betting companies are paying TikTok money to advertise to you, such that for you can buy their products. And you don't know. YouTube is the same thing. Okay, so when it's free, know you are the product. Now, tools like ChatGPT, these AI tools, if you want what they call privacy mode, you pay. You have to be on a paid subscription. Grok, ChatGPT, all of them, they have a version where only information you use or you give them, they cannot use it or retain it to train their models. But that one is on paid or subscribed versions. Okay, so companies which don't want their information to be out there in the internet but want to use these tools, they do subscribe for such, so that their employees can use the tools, but the information still remains with them only. Okay, so what are the 5 privacy principles that all of you journalists and media personnel should know? 1, minimize. Collect and feed in AI only the data it truly needs. Okay? Don't give it too much information. Don't give it unnecessary. because your information will be out there. Secondly, anonymize. If you're going to ask it to help you to draft your a CV, we already talked about it. Go and remove the names from your CV, the telephone numbers, the address, okay? And where there is your name, put Mr. X, who stays in place A and place B of telephone number that, and say, and now give it to AI. Help me improve this CV. So the AI will come and improve the CV with the names Mr. X and Mr. Y. It has not understood who the information is coming from. But for you, how you get it is how you upload it. New information, don't bother to anonymize it. Thirdly, get consent. Like we've said, the law is going to come and bite you, okay? And it won't be that you are ignorant, okay? Where people are identifiable, seek permission to use their images or data. You seek permission. If you're going to enter the AI, you go use an AI tool on someone's image, you seek permission. When you have consent, then you are safe. Then also you need to know the policies of the tools you are using. Like I said, some tools will say that we do not store data. Okay? Those ones you can safely use them. Some tools will say whatever you feed in, so long as you're using a free version, we are going to use that data. Okay? And some tools say if you pay us a certain fee, when you use this information, we may not use your data. So know what their policy is. Okay? Know the policies that these tools are having. Read them. Okay? Then you can even ask those tools themselves. If you are in ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT. Okay? And Mr. ChatGPT, when I upload my things on inside you, do you use this data or not to train your models? Do you retain it? Okay. Because one day AI is going to be able to tell things about us, and we shall be so surprised. Okay. Then the fifth one is secure and delete. So delete things you no longer need. Why do you keep them there? So if it has generated something for you, after delete it. Okay. When you keep it there, you are telling AI to use this. Okay. Then let's talk about another thing that is important: misinformation and data privacy. Okay. You need to know that personal details can be weaponized and used to intimidate you as journalists, or to intimidate your sources or your critics. Okay. Someone, if they know certain information about you which you exposed online, they can use that against you. So it's very, very important. Okay. So be careful about that information. Also, you should know that scraped photos can be used to build fake and believable profiles. Okay? Someone can use fake photos or script photos of the president of Uganda, and they create a profile of the president and they post something. Now, for you, if you are very ignorant and you don't know that accounts can be scripted and faked, now you're going to rush to write about that exclusive, yet you are following a fake account. Know which accounts are genuine and which ones are fake. Okay. People can fake images and voices. We saw that. We already said it. And the images are becoming more and more realistic every day. For example, if you look at the poster there, if you look at my image and the one for yesterday, the image for today is smiling. The one for yesterday was not smiling. There was no teeth out. Okay. But the smile is not a real smile. I don't smile like with my teeth out. Okay. But the AI has made me smile. But even when I showed it to my wife, she could not even tell the difference. Okay. So this is somebody I share a pillow with. So please, for her, she just kept on saying, you look nice when you are smiling. Huh? So we are in that kind of world where fake images are there. Voices can be cloned, and you don't even need to be a professional, by the way, to clone a voice. And you also don't need a very long audio. By the way, did you know I only need like 10 seconds of your voice talking about whatever, and I can clone it? And if I can clone it, means I can use it to defraud people. In fact, it's very good that our visitor from UCC is here. He should be aware. He should know that these dangers are here, and they are, and people are using them to scam our Ugandans. They should educate Ugandans about AI, like what we are doing here. Such that if someone calls you using your boss's voice, for example, we can use Mr. Chimera's voice, and we call Kate with an AI-generated cloned voice, and we say, Kate, wire this money to this person. If she's not aware that there are tools that can mimic, most definitely she will do that. And many people have fallen victim. Then altering people's information without their knowledge. Edited photos. You're a journalist. You are changing or editing somebody's image to show something that didn't happen. And you're using AI. That is very unethical. Okay? You have taken long in a drought of stories, or you have been in a drought of exclusives. Okay? And you want to use deep fakes to get audience. You are even if you're not even the one who has made the deep fake, if you are sharing it, it is equally a crime. So don't be there saying sharing deep fakes. Okay? As a journalist, you are the one, somebody made a deep fake video. And you, the journalist, you are sharing it. Even, they will come for you. Because the law is very clear. So you say, I'm not the one who made it, but why are you spreading it? So they will come for you. The law will come behind you. So be careful. Voice cloning, doctored quotes and posts. Why are we saying all this? Because all these are now possible using artificial intelligence. And some of you are going to gain these skills, but we do not want you, again, to use them so that you can gain popularity or gain money at the cost of losing credibility, at the cost of hurting and harming other people. So, let's look at something else. Now, when an AI tool asks you for data, okay, very, very many new apps are coming up and many are asking you for data. And someone here was asked the question, cookies. Every website I'm going to, they're asking for cookies. Accept cookies, okay? Even AI tools, they have a habit of, when you give it a prompt, okay? Some of these tools will say, you forgot to give us your name and address and so on. And it will make you to give it that information. It can be tricky. Be careful. Ask yourself these questions. Okay? Will my inputs be used to train AI models? Yes, most likely. Can I opt out? Yes, you can. You don't have to give it information. It doesn't have to have. Do I actually need this tool? Okay? Or do I need a safer one? Like I said, paid versions, paid tools, AI tools will give you that option, okay, of keeping your information private and to yourself. Okay. Here, by the way, at Kathai Technologies under DeepShift AI, we are actually building such tools which are plug in and play, where you can use AI without connecting to the internet. That means all your information remains here. We've called it the AI stick. Okay. You just plug it in like a flash, and you'll be able to access that artificial intelligence, ask it questions and so on. And your information will not be compromised. Okay. So it's very, very important. So let's look at some AI myths and facts, because these shape how we ethically use artificial intelligence. The first of many myths and misconception about AI is AI is always right and objective. That is a myth. Okay. What is a fact is that it reflects its training data, and AI can be biased. Okay. And sometimes it can be wrong. Okay. Sometimes it can be wrong, just like a human can be also wrong. Another myth is AI understands like a human. Not yet there. It simply predicts word patterns. Okay. There is really no human understanding and no sense of truth. It's simply not. We engineered it to mimic the understanding. That's why we call it artificial intelligence. That's why we don't call it intelligent, artificial, because we studied how the human behaves and we are trying to give that to a machine. Now, last year I met a young girl from our university, because some of these things we think that these things are happening only in Europe. This girl had fallen in love with AI, like romantic love. Okay. So I thought at first it was a joke. And she showed me the chats. Hi, bae. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetie. The AI also reply, hi, honey. Hi, dear. How was your day? And she would ask this AI for advice. And I asked her why. And she told me, I actually prefer this AI boyfriend than a real boyfriend. And I thought this confusion is in white people. This thing of falling in love with machines, black, Ugandan bred. Okay. I since then started to counsel and educate her and told her AI is mathematical. It's algorithms. But some people feel like it understands them like a human. If you use the AI voice mode, my God, you can give it any voice you want, tone. and you feel like you're speaking. It even has been trained to sympathize with you. I've had a bad day. It will say, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. What happened? Okay. All those are algorithms. It doesn't actually have feelings. Okay. It doesn't, and it doesn't empathize with you. So another one, it's a myth, is it sounds confident and accurate. We already saw on Monday that actually AI can hallucinate, but in correct English, it can give you actually white lies. White lies. Okay. So that is one of the things. Another thing is, okay. Another thing is AI keeps, another myth is AI keeps whatever I type private. Some tools do keep whatever you type private. Okay. Other tools, many of them, want to learn from what you are typing so that they make their AI models even smarter. Okay. Remember, AI feeds on the data we give it. That's how it has become more intelligent. Okay. So other misconception is that AI is going to replace journalists. I think many of you heard of that. Okay. But the truth is, or the fact is, AI is just a tool. It cannot make judgment, ethic, sourcing, accountability. These are still things that a human being has to do. So if it's going to replace a journalist, I think we are still far, far long from that. But we are saying also that a journalist who doesn't know how to use AI will be easily replaced by a colleague who knows how to use AI very, very well, very ethically and professional. That one is a fact. So much as it's not going to replace journalists, but it's going to, the journalist who knows how to use AI in the most ethical, professional, and effective way will replace you. So if you decide to remain ignorant, my dear brother or my dear sister, those things of AI are for computer science people. Those things of AI are for young people, because maybe you have some gray hair on the head. Now you're saying for young people, those things of using AI is not authentic. My brother, my sister, they will choose that one who knows how to use you, and they will leave you out, because you will not be as effective and as competitive and as efficient as someone who is using AI. The other one is AI output is automatically original. That's not true. Okay. Sometimes AI is going to use copyrighted or biased material. So you must always recheck your work. Okay. Especially people who are using it for academic things, you recheck. Okay. It's not bad or a bad habit to check and verify the work. AI can reliably fact check itself. It cannot. Okay. You still need humans as primary source to check it. Okay. So these are just myths that people are making you believe about AI. But the reality is different. Okay. Another thing is AI detectors can reliably catch AI and deepfakes. Okay. No, they can just give what we call false positives and false negatives. They'll just give hints. Okay. But these hints are not proof. Okay. For example, someone is bringing an AI and they want to use it for fact checking, it just gives you, you can't say this is the absolute truth. Okay. But it can give you a hint. So another important part 3, which is important, opportunities and dangers. A double-edged sword, okay? That AI can bring opportunities, but also there is a danger to it. Let's begin with the opportunities. As a journalist, AI is going to help you. One, to do transcription, turn hours of interview audio into searchable text in minutes. We do that. There's so many transcription tools that we teach here at Credo, okay? And gone are the days where you have to write down everything. You just need your recorder, and then AI can turn that into searchable text, okay? Translations, okay? That means the person who knows how to use AI very well can even source news from China. Yes, why not? Go to China, go for a Chinese conference, okay? If the speaker is speaking in Chinese, there are AI tools you can use and you get everything. Also, you can go and work in China as the African correspondent, because you can easily use AI to translate. So there are tools we use for translation. So many tools we teach journalists, we teach also people working in offices. Faster research, very important. Okay. Data analysis. Oh, this is very key. As a journalist and media personnel, you speak with data, factual data. For example, the budget has been, the budget speech has been released online. Okay. Now, if you knew the AI tools that we have, for example, to do data analysis, okay, you'd be able to use them to do data analysis. Okay. You compare how last year was and this year, which prices have gone up, which taxes have gone up and down. Then you create a trend of how the prices, how the taxes have gone back, the national debt from 2020 in the first Sisanja into 2026 and so on. Organize them very well in a nice graph. Write a blog post or write a news article. When you're speaking from a place of confidence and knowledge because you know how to do data analysis. Okay. So idea generation. Okay. Some models are very good at brainstorming, like the Gemini model, especially voice mode. If you have an idea, can help you broaden it. You speak to it, speaks back, speak to it. Cleaner writing. AI tools like Grammarly. Okay. Let's not be limited by our poor English. Okay. For example, like me, I did my master's and bachelor's in French, so I can speak French. But when you learn how to speak French, the English dies. So go. I sometimes one or two words fall off. So if I want to write cleanly, I use AI tools and tell them to help me to check the spellings, the grammar, and so on. Okay. Now let's talk about the dangers of AI. One, fabrication. People are using it to fabricate, to fake quotes. Some people even are presenting hallucinated facts. So be very aware. Some of which model did the person use? I told you there are different models. And we know some which are very good at giving information with very minimal hallucination. We know some, and then we know that we know the ones where hallucination is at minimal. And every time when we're having our trainings, I'm always teaching people and telling them, this model is good at this one is good at this, but this one is better at this. And we talk about hallucination. This model will hallucinate more. For example, Google models, they hallucinate the least. The least hallucination, but they're not good at everything. Why? Because Google owns almost all the data on the internet is indexed. So if it's going to give you information, it will be a bit more reliable than the others. Hidden bias. Some of these AI tools are biased. We'd already talked about it. On Monday, I gave you a story. So some people are using AI to diagnose themselves of diseases. But I said all the diseases like flu is different or is treated different in another country, and in Uganda it's treated also different. I told you when I was in Algiers, when the flu season was coming, people were going to get flu shots, vaccines. It's like, how can you vaccinate yourself against flu? It would never made sense. Because in Uganda here, we work with the flu. That Mr. So-and-so didn't come for a lecture, he has flu. They can fire you. So if I'm going to ask AI about flu or medical things, which data did it based on? If I'm going to ask it about business, for example, we teach in prompt engineering. Someone is asking it about a business idea. How do you ask it the right way? It is going to give you business ideas of Europe if you don't prompt it well, because it is biased to answer on the data it trained on. Privacy links. We've talked about that. People pasting and exposing things. There are tools like Perplexity. They know a lot of things which they should not be knowing. Why? Because so many people have pasted things there. For example, in Perplexity, you guys go in Perplexity and ask it about yourself. It will begin to spit out things. At one time, I was even using it to. I was using Perplexity to demonstrate, and it showed somebody's even salary, how much they are earning, and I rushed on the screen to remove it. Why? They must have been someone in the Ministry of Public Health. He got that list and maybe was using AI to public service, not public health. He was using the list of, he wanted AI maybe to help him to analyze or to organize the data. And it retained. So when we asked about that person's salary, it was there. So be careful. Copyright traps. Okay. Don't use protected materials without consent. You're uploading things. You need to get their copyrighted. Okay. You'll be sued. Over-reliancy. Okay. Yesterday we had a podcast about brain rot. That one of the dangers of people who are using too much AI is they're becoming over-reliant on it. Okay. And when you become over-reliant on it, on the AI, you will notice that some of the skills that you were having disappear. For example, like for myself, I noticed that my spelling became bad. Spelling, poor spellings. Why? After some time, I used the AI, and even if I put in the wrong spelling, it would get it. Okay. So I stopped even caring if I put in a wrong spelling or not. So eventually my spelling skills started going down, down, down. Creativity is also a problem. We talked about brain rot. That it becomes incredibly hard for people who have relied on AI. I've spoken to students and they're saying that to write an essay paper from scratch, from just a blank, starting from zero, it's hard for them. Why? Because the pattern would have been like this. For example, you write a story and then you give it to AI. But now we are letting AI do everything. Write the story and come up with the idea. Or write the essay and come up with the idea. So that over-reliance is eroding some of the skills we have, the creativity, the critical thinking. We are outsourcing our thinking to a machine. So that's a danger. So use it responsibly. Be responsible. Eroded trust. Audiences are losing faith if AI is used or brings hidden errors. We talked about this on Monday and we said some of you journalists use AI and you leave in those dashes, those long dashes. So now some of us, when we are reading those newspapers of yours, even your editors, by the way, shame on them. I'm very sorry to say, for not even telling you that please remove it. They published a whole newspaper with AI dashes. And for us who know that these dashes were intentionally put there so that they can tell that this was written by AI, you find that the whole article is full of dashes. Then like I should fire the editor and I should fire the one who was, because now if they are doing copy and paste from AI, why are we paying you? We shall lose trust in that newspaper or that blog because the blog is simply 100% generated by AI. And we don't want the opinions of AI. We still need the human touch. So be very careful on this use of AI. Be careful. It's wonderful, but you have to be very smart on how you're using it. AI is not an autopilot. It is a co-pilot. That's a guiding principle you should have. You should not let it do everything for you. Don't let it do the work for you, the drafting, this was. No, let it assist you. You are using it to make the editorial call. No, that's wrong. That's unethical. It can help you do the research and everything, but let it not do everything that a human is supposed to do. Like I said, shame on that editor. You are an editor. Someone brings an AI generated content and you can't even tell. If you can't even tell, then you come and learn, come and we teach. You need to attend Credo. So you are letting AI do everything. That is very wrong. Let it assist you. Let it make you more efficient, more effective. But don't let it do everything for you. As we conclude, let's look at some of the do's and the don'ts of AI in journalism. I'll just mention them. Verify every AI output. That's a good thing. Don't publish an AI output which you haven't checked. Don't. Read through every word. Do. Disclose your audience when AI is used. There's no shame. For example, universities in Europe and some companies are saying that if you have used AI, declare. Some universities now are saying if you handing in your thesis, you should say it was written by Byamgisha Peter and AI. Okay? Be honest about it. Now, what they are really fighting is not that you have used AI. What they are fighting is what percentage of your work has been AI. So some of them are saying the 30% is acceptable. Some of these universities, in Africa here, we are still struggling. We are still harassing our students not to use AI, yet we are also using it. So we're still being hypocritical. Okay? We are harassing our students not to use it, yet we are also using it. But in those countries, we are saying publish. So if you've generated an image using AI, declare this image was somewhere, write it somewhere. Keep human in the judgment. Don't remove a human being from the loop. Use reputable tools, AI tools. Don't just pick from NumPok to where tools, because it is free, and begin using it. Use reputable tools and read their privacy policy. What are they going to use your data for? Are they going to keep it, train it? Read. Check AI work for bias and error. Check it. Okay. Keep original files, recordings, and notes. Anonymize your data. Things you should not do. Don't treat AI as the source of facts or a fact checker. Okay. Deep fakes. Okay. Don't do deep fakes or alter people's real images without their consent. Or if you have done it, you label it altered with AI. Okay. So don't let AI make the final call on what is true. AI should not be the one telling you what is true. You should be the one to judge and know that this is true or not. Actually, you should be the one to tell you that this is true or false. But you are the one you wants AI. You are the one who wants AI to tell you what is true. Means you've lost control. Okay. So let's conclude with some of the ethical tools that I can recommend for you to use. Now, we've said it. We've looked at the good side and the bad side of AI if you misuse it. But like I said, AI is a double-edged sword. This is like a gun. You can use a gun to kill, or you can use a gun to protect. When you use it to kill, it's bad. When you use it to protect, it's good. Okay? So AI is like that. We can use AI to become better journalists. And I repeat this for the last time. AI is not going to replace a media person or a journalist. It's not. It is a tool that is going to make him better. But a media journalist or personnel or who doesn't use AI, for you, I promise you, by the grace of God, you are going to be replaced, and quickly. You are going to be replaced. That one is a guarantee. Don't say that they have bewitched you and taken your job. We do not want inefficient employees anymore. Okay. Recently, I've recruited an executive assistant. But one of my biggest concerns when I was interviewing them was to ask them, do you know how to use AI? And some of them wanted to show me that it is bad. So they said, no. And I said, that one, that one you've lost, you've said no to the point which carries like 50% of the marks. 50% of the qualification points were, yeah, I use it. How much do you use it? A lot. Now I said, this one now will do my work very quickly. Others some who even had a master's degree. I was like, no. I mean, I don't know AI. I say, oh, you want me to draft for me an email and for you take ages. And at the end of the day, I'm going to find myself redrafting it. I said, go with your masters. I don't want. So these are some of the tools you should know. Go and try them out. For writing and editing, Grammarly, Quillbot, Hemingway, very good. Help you to write good English. For fact checking, go to Google Fact Check. Okay. Invid, Verify, TinyEye. Okay. They are here for breaking news and trends, because sometimes you need to know what is trending in Kampala, what's trending here right now, what is trending, what should I write about. Go to Google Trends, Google Alerts. Even we teach journalists how to set up alerts, so that if there's akagwiridewo, okay, the AI will be able to alert you so that you can go and write about it. Transcription, we have tools like Whisper, Gogo, Sonics, teach all those how to transcribe. Recording audio, Audacity, very, very important. Okay. Video capture, we do teach quick video editing, tools like CapCut. You know, in CapCut, it has an AI, it is AI powered. So you can even just upload a clip and it does what we call AI auto cuts, and it will just edit it for you in just a matter of minutes. Okay, in just a matter of minutes, just upload, it just does everything for you. Then for research and summarization, there are tools like NotebookLM. Okay, very, very, very good tools. Then for translation, we have so many tools like DeepL, Google Translate. Now, all these should be in your docket. At least in every section, you should be knowing at least one of these tools and how to use it effectively if you're going to compete with other people in this role of journalism. So use these toolkits very responsibly. I do emphasize, okay? We always verify, be mindful of privacy, pick quality over hype, okay? I love what Mr. Chimera does with DeepSeek. I love it. Whereas us, we are hyping. It's like, no. For authenticity, if I want to do, I'm sticking with DeepSeek, okay? You guys can go and hype with what everyone is talking about, because he understands the quality which that tool can give to him, depending on his needs. So when you're picking these tools or a toolkit, look for quality. Everyone has his own definition of quality. And always remember to disclose AI use, okay? It will help you, it will save you. So like I said, we train AI, Kathai Technologies. We will give you hands-on. We enable you to learn how to do smart prompting. How do you ask them to build a toolkit? We teach you all these ethical ways of doing, how to check for deep fakes and so many other things, okay? So we have all the tools there. And as once a year, we also have those workshop for journalists. Unfortunately, the one for this year ended in March, where we invite journalists and give them a free workshop where we teach them how to actually use these tools. So the one for this year ended in March, and it was a very big success. But like I said, it was free, and there were very, very few people who actually came. I expected a very big number, but many of them thought they knew. That's why they didn't attend. So that's a problem. When you think you know, sometimes you miss out on information that might even be useful. And many of them thought they knew AI because they use ChatGPT. I know AI. You would invite them, come and learn this. I know, I use ChatGPT. What do I want? You don't want, You think you know, you don't know. And when we would open ChatGPT up for them, they actually were using it at like 20% capacity. And there would be some hidden features and things they would not know how to do. So come and train and learn. There's some, right now we are training a team from UNEB, and then another team is coming next week from Ministry of Health. And these are individuals who were like, no, we're not going to wait for government to sponsor us. They came together as colleagues and raised money and came to study these things. So information is very, very important. Come and learn. So I want to thank you, all of you, for your time. If there are any questions out there, this is going to be the right time. I hope I have not entered into the time of our dear guest, but thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And I want to hand over back to our moderator. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. It was an amazing, amazing week with you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Peter, for sharing with us this important information. And I hope that our colleagues, the media team, we are unlearning certain things, but also we are relearning other things. We really want to appreciate you for your time and assuring that you share with us really extensively. I request that we send him flowers. We send him flowers so that we appreciate him in style. Okay, I can see Justin. Let me see who else is offering the flowers. For you guys, I thought we were going to offer the Daktari flowers, and I can't see many of us offering. Or maybe we do not know where they are. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Right, so now we're going to do one more thing. We are going to raise our questions. You put up your hand. We're going to take off 6 minutes to ask questions. And then after asking questions, we are going to give about 5 or 6 of us the opportunity to share their experiences from the 3 days capacity building sessions we've had, so that we give feedback to Dr. Yamugisha, but also feel free to provide feedback on which other future trainings around AI you would want us to organize. I think, let me just give it 10 minutes to share, one, the questions, and two, share your experiences on AI based on the sessions we've had for the last 3 days, so that we hear from you. What have you been experiencing? What is it that you can share with us? What is it that you want to share with our facilitator? What is it that you would want us to train or to give you capacity on in the next series? So kindly, you just put up your hand, and I'll be able to give you an opportunity to speak, so that we listen in from you guys. Any questions, any comments, any rewinding kind of? Okay, let me see who has their hand up. Okay. So today there are no questions. Okay. Now that there are no questions, I hope there are no questions. I can't see anyone's hand up. Right. So maybe if there are no questions, then if someone has an experience, several experiences you would want to share with us, please come in, put up your hand, and I can be able to see you. Okay, I can see Philip. Kindly share with us. Maybe Philip, over to you. Philip, you have to unmute so that you are able to speak.
Hello.
Thank you. Yes, Philip.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Gambare and the team, and our dear facilitator, Mr. Byamugisha Peter. Actually, on AI usage, Philip, I had low knowledge because it was just recently, to be sincere. When I tried to use it in my news write-up, But I remember one time I just sent the document the way I uploaded it from the AI, and all the dashes. I was even wondering why all these big dashes and small dashes. But now I have learned that we need to re-edit, to recheck, meaning that human efforts should be really made as a priority. My appreciation really goes to Peter and the Crescent Uganda for always organizing such wonderful workshops, intending to sharpen the media work. Only that maybe Mr. Bwambale and Dr. Chimera, you could also help us maybe like in a month to organize for us a real workshop on AI tools usage, such that we can have more and more knowledge. Currently, in media we are facing a lot, especially like from these TikTokers, these bloggers. Everyone currently is a journalist, meaning that if AI now takes over, we journalists really we shall lose meaning. So if we can be more trained on that, it can help us. So I am Philip Tumwebaze. I work with MMU Radio for Portal. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil, for that sharing. I know that with AI, it's quite interesting that I have seen people submit documents with tables, and it's very funny that when you see AI tables, of course, maybe because we've been interacting with AI for quite some time, tables are always, double line. So you'll always see a table of AI, and you can be able to tell that this is an AI table, just because, it's usually having double lines or triple lines, and someone just submits it like that. It's a little bit weird to see, but yeah, we appreciate that the learning is still happening. But I think going forward for the team here, I know that we are picking one or two things that we can execute out there. Let us also listen in from Christopher. Christopher, over to you, sir. Christopher, to see me, you need to unmute, sir, so that you speak.
Yeah, you've just given me the opportunity to speak. Am I audible now?
Okay, sir. Yes, please go
Hello.
Go on,
Yes,
please.
thank you very much to the organizers and the person who has been taking us through. I just have two things. One is these AI tools have and they seem to evolve now and again. There are so many. Today you will be using this, before you know it, another one comes. But like he has said, and I would encourage that we try to prioritize the human oversight over most of these tools. Normally, even me, if I don't have enough time, I cannot just ask AI to draft anything. What I would normally do is at least give it a draft of what I've done and maybe enhance or remove repetition here and there. And it normally works very well. Then the other thing I also wanted to really emphasize is even if it's in a quarter, just one session that is physical, it is going to help a lot, because you see, most of these tools, first of all, they are many. And if there was an opportunity to physically see how these tools work, I've used the notebook KLM for video generation, and most of the other tools I've had a chance to use them. But really see, it is something technical. And yes, knowing that a tool does this is one, but also knowing how it actually does the execute the work is very important. So to me, I would highly appreciate what is happening now to really let people know that there are these tools, they can do this. This is how harmful they can be. This is how they can be used in a good way. But I would wish that even if it is once in a year, if a quarter is a lot, just to have one session and go through, at least we know the tools, like he has talked about them, most of them there, for transcription, for video editing, for writing, verifying. Those tools are not so many, especially in our context as media practitioners. So my request to you, Doctor, is if we could only arrange, even if it's once in a quarter or once in a 6 or just once, we can meet somewhere physically and we go through these tools. It's going to also kind of enhance the skill at the end of the day. setting a Google alert, for instance. I use that. But again, when someone hears about it, it can take a lot of time to physically or practically do it if they have not seen how it's done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Msime, for sharing. And well, sometimes we really want and we would love to have physical meeting. Of course, the issues of cost implications come in and all that kind of stuff. But whenever we have an opportunity, we can always have them regionally, and then we see how that happens. But I cannot promise on when that can happen. We shall keep looking out for resources, because when we meet, certainly we need to have a meal, we need to have a drink, and people have to come to the sessions. We need to get a hall. So I mean, when that happens, we can be able to provide. But I also need to tell you that Dr. Peter, they run series, I think every 6 months. They run cohort, practical sessions physically. So whenever those sessions are ready, I will be glad to share with you the adverts so that you are able to come and join. We shall keep in touch, of course, now from your regional groups. We can be able to share when the adverts run, when we can have the physical session. If we get resources any soon, we can also organize regional series where the sessions are brought to you, maybe closer to the regions, so that it's easy to participate. Yeah, so thank you for raising that concern. Let us also listen in from Goretti Kajumba. Goretti, kindly unmute and speak to us. Goretti, go on.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hello.
Hello, Goretti, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. First of all, I want to appreciate the organizers of this training, because I want to share my own experience of using AI, because I draft my script after I put it for editing and checking spellings for everything. But I had started fearing using it, because my colleague, that is Simwe Jonan, one time told me that you should stop using AI, because there are tools they can use to check that this script has been generated by AI. But I told him that for me, I write my script, original words, everything, just to edit and maybe giving me the correct spelling and rearranging it. So I said, should I leave it? But again, I had a friend of mine. We were applying for a grant, and that lady, she's also a journalist, and she said that I told her that I have been applying, but you can't go through. You apply, you can't go through. And that lady said that, let me share my own experience when I use AI to apply for those grants. I have been going through both international and national. I have been approved to get those grants. So you try, keep on applying. One time you will get what you want. So is it okay for civil society organizations, we as journalists, to use AI to apply for grants, even sometimes to write proposals? Is it okay? Then I also wanted to ask something. We have been normally using Google, Mr. Google, sir, for statistics and updates. So, but in this era, AI has overtaken Google. So should we keep trusting AI on statistics, or we go back to Google? Thank you. Goret Kajumba for Portral Salt Media.
Okay, I think let me come in and answer some of the Goreti's question. Goreti, firstly, let me begin with the sessions. Yes, like Mr. Bwambala has said, we do have sessions, like some of these sessions that we are having currently by UNEB officials, is that they came together and decided that they really need to do these courses and invited us to train them. So every Saturday we are training them. So you can also come together as groups and we can organize trainings. I'm sure also Consent is planning something for everyone, like they've said, something regional, and we shall be there to train you and make sure you use it very well. Now, Madam Kajumba has talked about leaving AI. Madam Kajumba, that would be a very bad mistake, a very big mistake. Why? First of all, you need it for your work. You need it so that you become an effective worker. The only problems we have is when we abuse AI. For example, this is what we have been covering today. We're trying to show you how you should not misuse it, and trying also to highlight to you the dangers from misusing this AI, that even the law can come for you. Now, you've talked about applying for grants using AI. Like I've said, our white people or the white people or the white community, developed community, has already understood the importance of AI. And for them, they don't treat AI as something that has replaced the human being, but they treat it for something that can enhance the human being. So when you apply for a grant, even in Europe, and use artificial intelligence, you indicate, okay, for some of them, they're looking at it as a tool which is helping you to express your idea. So in actual sense, for them, they are more interested in the idea that you're expressing than the tool you have used to express your idea. So to them, they have that kind of advanced thinking. Okay, so that's why even if you use it to get grants, it is very, very important you will get the grants. But again, when you are using it to write a proposal, are you looking for the human element in the kind of grants and proposals you're writing? And that's why I'm saying there is a wisdom in learning. There is a wisdom in learning how to prompt and how to customize information, writing grants, writing academic work. There is a skill and an art in writing it in a way that it is customized and owned. By the way, if you learn how to use AI very, very well and learn how to use it properly and prompt it well and the right tools to use, even when you are doing it for academic work, even if they check for plagiarism, they will find that the plagiarism is very low. That means the work you have used to generate with AI is very original, more original. Okay, there is a bit of more original than the AI grabbing work from the internet and putting it there, and that requires a skill to do. Personally, I've also used the help of AI to acquire myself 2 small grants. Okay, so it is very, very important that you learn the art of using artificial intelligence for such things. So it's still okay. It is still okay because some communities have understood that AI is a tool. It is not replacing you as a human being. Then she's talked about Google Statistics. Yes, Google has now an AI search mode. Actually, I'm more excited about it than before. It is now easier than ever before to search for information than it was before. Do you know now you can just take a photo of something or a video, and the search will be so customized. The statistics will come out so well when you use the Google AI search mode. So if you know how to use it very, very well, you'll appreciate that you'll now be getting even more accurate statistics, okay, using the Google AI search mode. Okay, now maybe you're wondering why. The other time, those days, you'd have for you to get statistics, you have to comb through a number of websites, comb through a number of articles. Now here with Google search, it's going to be the one to help you comb and also verify those statistics. Make sure that those statistics are not hallucinated, that they are real and they're actually there and have evidence to back it. And then even it will give you those statistics. And afterwards, it will even show you the sources where it got that information from. So continue using, okay? Like I said on Monday, AI is giving us an extra hand, that even when now you are not able to write the best proposals or grant proposals, now if you learn how to prompt, advanced prompt engineering, learn all those skills, learn how to customize the prompts, you can now have a chance even to also apply for such money. And some of you, I think, like Miss Kajumba, have won. So I think I might have answered some of those questions. So back to you, moderator.
Dr. Peter, it's great that you've answered all the questions. I see that in the chat, it's a very lively chat. One was asking how one can avoid hackers who misuse our accounts to mislead the public using AI. That is Bukenya asking. And then the other is asking for issues of physical meeting. And okay, Benjamin was sharing with us that he personally uses AI, but he doesn't trust it for fact checking. I think that is an experience. The workshop is very important, more for practical sessions now. Someone is saying, will AI replace journalists in the future? I think that one Dr. Asa did. Okay, I think those are some of the comments in the chat. Colleagues, just in case we have anyone else who has any queries, any questions, any additions, I want to give more opportunity to about 3 people so that we can invite now the colleague from UCC. I don't know if he has arrived. He's supposed to be presenting to us in the next 3 minutes. Let me just check again in the chat to be sure that all questions have been addressed. Okay, one is asking for a training, for us to organize a training about the AI tools, specifically on AI tools. Okay, others are just comments. I don't know how far we can go managing AI. It's increasingly getting harder. Okay, this one we've already seen it. Okay, I think those are the comments that came in the chat. So many other interesting sharing in the chat. Now I observe that probably we no longer have any other questions that are coming in the chat. And now, Mr. Chimera, kindly confirm with me if Bosa is already here so that he speaks to us. I seem not to be able to see him. Maybe Bosa, if you're there, you could give me a thumbs up to be able to recognize that you're here.
He has not joined. He will be coming in shortly. We can continue with our deliberations. He's joining us shortly.
Okay, because I mean, we're getting to the end of the conversation because I just wanted colleagues to be able to share with us other experiences that we can document. Meanwhile, I remind colleagues to share with us the write-ups that you have so far done so that we start looking out for people who will get the awards in the next few days. And also we encourage you to keep this information moving out. If you're a journalist and you're working on, say, the sports gala or sports updates, or maybe, community awareness, we should be able to now start integrating some of this information around internet safety, information about data protection. If you're MCs, I know Philip, you are one of the MCs. We have your journalist and MC. We need to, every time we go for weddings, for parties, and etc., we should be able to now start integrating this information out there on how people should use AI ethically, on how people should deal with AI materials, on how people should share their information sparingly with AI tools, all this kind of stuff. And then also sharing the risk that people have on AI. All those are aspects that we need to now start bringing to the community. I am aware that the students are listening to you out there, especially university radios. I have seen IU, Mountain of the Moon. I mean, there is quite a lot that we can share with the students, with the community members, with the politicians, with, everybody around this subject. There can even be, by the way, programs on your televisions, on your radios. There could even be articles in the papers, because I understand it's an era of AI, but we are writing less on AI. And that's why we thought that maybe having the media on board could actually help us to then, first of all, make the media personnel understand the subject matter. And then thinking that once you have the subject matter as media personnel, then you have an opportunity then of telling the community from your experience, having had enough information about AI. So I think that it's very important in the era that we are in. Our children, our relatives, our friends, teachers, and the religious leaders and everybody, we must make sure that this information reaches out to them, so that we are able then to support communities. Otherwise, people will be hearing AI, using it badly, and then they end up losing the focus and also the best practice on how to use AI. And at the end of the day, we end up losing the benefit of the AI, and yet people can actually be able to benefit. But also we keep seeing people being frauded by AI. People are not able to identify AI texts. I mean, it's a little bit crazy. So once we have the information, us as the media personnel, we have all the belief and the hope that then it becomes very easy for us to reach out to the masses out there. And I think that makes a lot of sense. But also it gives us more learning when we keep seeing you document, write stories, talk about it on your shows. I mean, this is very important for us, especially at this time when the world is running very fast. I understand that so many tools exist. Personally, I have access to over 40 tools of AI. I understand that many people now have only one or two. So it's crazy that every morning there's a new tool that comes on board, and we, in our subsequent sessions, we shall keep on trying to see which tools are now current, which ones are outdated, which ones are improving, which ones are for what. And then our people can be then able to, put them to use accordingly, especially the people in the media, but also how to identify your pieces which are written by AI, or how best we can actually use them in the practical sessions. So I really want to appreciate all of you, colleagues, for bearing with us, but also for appreciating this kind of sessions, and also taking interest in learning learning how to use AI, coming up for this series. I know it's not easy to leave your work sessions and you come and join these conversations. You give us more energy, you give us more morale to make sure that we are helpful and we support you guys in the different segments. Now, next week, we are likely to have more 3 sessions on a still safer internet, but away from AI, bringing on board other aspects. And thereafter, we shall introduce to you another series. We shall be closing the internet business next week. And then we shall start other series on consumer protection, aware that you guys are consumers, but also you continuously speak to consumers. So we shall be able now to bring more series on consumer protection in different things, what we are calling consumer justice. How do you know your rights and responsibilities as consumers in the different sectors, in transport, in water, in electricity, in finance, in banking, in health? What are we supposed to be doing? So those are some of the aspects that we have in store for you come after next week. So we plan that by end of next week, you will have sufficient information on data protection and safer internet and AI. Then we can close that, and then we take you through another angle of other things. Before we open up a new series, we expect that now we shall have received a number of messaging, a number of articles, a number of pieces of work that you would have put up in regards to data protection, in regards to AI, in regards to internet safety, so that we go to another step when we have already these products, and probably even we've awarded those who will have more articles. Now, for the new members, the issue is that the more articles one writes, the more likely that you can compete for an award. But also, it may not necessarily be the number of articles. It could also be the quality of the articles or the pieces that you're writing. But also, we award differently. We can look at the radio team, and then we can also look at the television teams. We can look at the print media, and also we can look at online teams. So all those are different awards that we provide, so that each one of you is able to benefit from all these awards. So we really want to encourage you to put up all these things, even if you spoke about it in a party or whatever, and you have evidence of it, we shall be honored to receive it and consider it for the awards event. So we shall also be awarding regions. Away from awarding you as individuals, we shall also be awarding different regions. From which region are we getting more numbers of participants, or those who are writing more articles? Which region is it? So all those aspects are going to be considered when we are giving out regional awards. So now I am now going to share with us the registration link. Hopefully that each one of us is in position then to register, and then I think we shall be able to wind up the day. Since I'm still waiting for the gentleman from UCC. In any case, if he doesn't come in the next couple of minutes, we shall close the session. But let me, in a second, share with you the registration link so that you are able to register. Just a second. All right. So here it comes. So please ensure that you register so that Ms. Kate is able to share with you your facilitation of the day. Apologies if you've not received the one of Wednesday. I think it has been processed. You should be able to receive it. So that is the link for today. Kindly go into the chat, pick the link I've just shared, and start registering. We just have 7 minutes to come to the top of the hour and call it off the meeting. So please, I encourage you to go to the chat and start registering for today's session. Let me see if Mr. Bosa is now here with us, so that as we register, he's also addressing us. I want to say that these series have been supported by the Uganda Communications Commission, whom we approached and we requested that they support this cause so that we can be able to reach out to you as the media personnel. And they accepted that we take you through these aspects that we've been looking at since Monday, since the other time. And so they're the ones who have been facilitating us to do this kind of engagement with you. We shall still reach out to them asking for maybe physical capacity building sessions with you in your different regions so that we can be able then to yeah, we can be able to fulfill what you've been asking for in the chat. Kindly request that you don't share your details in the chat. Use the link that I've just shared. I am already seeing some people sharing their contacts. Kindly use the link to register so that you don't say we have not whatever. Please pick the link that we've just shared up there. It should be the link that you're using. I can reshare it just in case. Maybe let me know if there's anyone who is failing to open it. But from my side, I am able to open it and use it. So kindly use the link, please. Use the link so that we are able to get your details faster than using the chat. So please, I request all of you to use the link to register so that it is easier for the finance team to just download the form and be able to quickly be able to share with us the resources that are required. Unless you have any challenges accessing the link, please let me know so that we are able to find a way of supporting you now. All right, so, okay. Let me see. Well, when I pretest the link, it is actually active and is working. So please let everybody use the link. Mr. John X, kindly use the link so that we don't struggle looking for your details. Thank you, Christopher. Scovin, your hand is up. Scovin, kindly go on. I can see your hand up, please. Kindly share. I see your hand is up. Unmute and talk.
I can't see the link here.
You can't see it?
Yes.
Kindly go to the chat. I am reposting it there. If you can be
Yeah,
able to
when I
access
go
the
to
chat, then
chat,
you should be able to see it.
It doesn't allow.
Yes, Enoch, I am aware that for Wednesday, we've paid you up to Monday. We've not yet cleared Wednesday and today. The resources you're going to receive are you'll receive Wednesday and then you'll be able to receive today as well. What is the other concern, please? Covin, till the other time you failed. I don't know how best we can. Kindly find a way of supporting Covin. Sorry?
I'm experiencing the incident of the last time also. It's not indicating from my side here. So I cannot
I think
this time.
Okay, I think it's maybe you can share with us, what do they tell you? What is the error? What error does it show? Error 40 or something?
Nothing, it just only display the start video, the chat, the participation, just only that.
I hope you are using the forms. I hope you are using the link, the registration link, and not the link we used to join the meeting. There is a link in the chat. Okay, there is also guidance I'm getting from us that some people are failing to receive registered in other names. They would prefer that when you're registering, register line and then the names in which that line is registered, so that is easy for them. Let me see. Yes, Marco. Marco, your hand is up. Meanwhile, Christine, please kindly register in the link. Use the link to register, please. Christine Nyavanza.
Yes.
Yes, Marco.
I have helped Scovin send the link to his WhatsApp. Let him check.
Okay, let him maybe try that. If it doesn't work, then you get in touch with Asha kindly so that we are good to go. Simon, what's up? What is the problem? Kindly pick the link. I've reshared it for maybe the last time so that we just have a minute to close the session. Mr. Chimera, I'm sure that I think our colleague has not been able to join the call. Probably we shall get him next week. I am not able to see him. And I see
think
that
he's still
it's
engaged.
already.
He was in an engagement.
Okay,
And
we can have him next
I
week
think
then.
he will be able to join us next week. So, colleagues, thank you very much. So next week we'll be running series still on the Safer Internet. We'll also be giving you another session on data privacy and protection. So you will be communicating, and a poster will be shared with you. So next week we will be running around about 3 sessions, and we look forward to being with you. Thank you for being very committed, and please relay this information through your respective platforms, your respective media houses. And we would like to thank a lot our partner, UCC, and Sizzling Events for joining in. So next week, colleagues, let's touch base and we roll out another session. I would love to see the content that you generate out of these trainings, and also what you share with the communities that you engage with. So thank you very much, and may God bless you. Please register and keep it clear and follow the rules of the sessions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Henry, for giving us the closing remarks. So, colleagues, we shall be getting off the call in the next couple of minutes. Let me know quickly if there's anyone apart from Scovin who has failed to register. So, Scovin, I am going to encourage you to share your details with Asha, because I understand you're the only one who has not been able to register today. Kindly share your details with Asha. Through your coordinator probably, and then we are good to go. I hope that is okay. The rest of the colleagues, I think you've all been able to register. Do we have anybody who has failed? Because I want to end this call in the next couple of minutes. Please let us know quickly before the call goes off. Once we go off, we cannot be able to support. All right, since I don't see any other hands, meaning that everybody is comfortable, we want to appreciate you, the team, our IT team, Ronette, Asha, our finance team, Kate and Melania, Henry, and the colleagues at Consent. Thank you so much for coordinating us and for ensuring that we're on this call. Our regional coordinators, we want to appreciate you for the good work you're doing in coordinating your members and for ensuring that we've been on this call about 80 of us today. We hope to see each other next week. And all of you, our dear journalists, thank you guys for always sacrificing your time to join in. Doreen, Navirano has to reach out to you so that you register her. I see she has also failed. So I see only 2 people have failed. So yeah, so reach out, Doreen. I think